Before modern aviation became one of the safest ways to travel, humans had to fail spectacularly. From homemade wings to bizarre flying machines, these early pioneers risked everything to conquer the sky. For centuries, humans were obsessed with one idea: flight. Inspired by birds, inventors believed if they could just mimic wings, they could soar. But reality wasn't so kind. Many early attempts involved simple wooden frames, fabric wings, and a whole lot of hope. The result? More falling than flying. Still, each failure brought a new lesson about balance, lift, and control. As ambition grew, so did the machines. Designs became bigger, stranger, and sometimes downright dangerous. Some inventors strapped engines onto fragile frames, others built flying bicycles, and a few even believed flapping mechanisms would work like real birds. But most of these machines had one thing in common: they couldn't stay in the air. Engines were too weak, materials were too heavy, and aerodynamics? Still a mystery. What followed were some of the most dramatic failures in aviation history.
Takeoffs that ended in seconds, mid-air stalls, and crashes that looked almost inevitable. To modernize, it might seem reckless, but at the time, this was cutting-edge experimentation. Every crash answered a question and revealed a new problem. And somehow, these inventors kept going. So, why did these early flying inventions fail so badly? First, lack of understanding. Lift, drag, and thrust weren't fully understood yet. Second, technology limitations. Engines were unreliable and underpowered. And third, design flaws. Many machines looked impressive, but simply weren't built to handle real flight conditions. But these failures weren't wasted. They paved the way for real success. Each mistake, each crash, brought humanity closer to controlled flight. Until finally, the dream became reality. Because sometimes, the only way to learn how to fly is to fall first. If you enjoyed these incredible vintage flight fails, hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories from history. And don't forget to like and share.
Behind every failed flight was a person willing to risk everything. These weren't just inventors, they were dreamers, engineers, and daredevils. With no guarantees of success and very real danger, they kept testing, tweaking, and trying again. Because for them, flight wasn't just an idea, it was a mission. But these failures came at a cost. Broken machines, lost funding, and sometimes serious injuries. Some inventors were mocked. Others were told their ideas were impossible. Yet history would prove something different. They weren't wrong. They were just early. Each failed attempt revealed something crucial: how wings should be shaped, how weight should be distributed, and why control matters more than power. These hard-earned lessons became the foundation of modern aviation. Without these failures, there would be no breakthroughs. Eventually, the chaos turned into control. The wild experiments gave way to real engineering, and what once looked impossible became one of humanity's greatest achievements. From shaky takeoffs to soaring through the clouds. These early flying machines may have failed, but they carried something powerful: the courage to try. Because every great invention starts with a series of failures. If you love stories like this, make sure you subscribe, because history is full of ideas that failed before they changed the world.